Hello and welcome to the Dream Team Tonic podcast as we preview game week 11 Sun Dream Team. We're still in game week 10. It's a Monday night. There's Monday night football on. We've still got European football in midweek, but we're going to give you our early thoughts. Have a look at next week. Ben, how you doing?
Not too bad, mate. How are you?
Not too bad. Better than I've just seen that old Ruth has conceded.
Oh, don't be like that.
Never liked him. He's been on fire. The Roofs has been on fire. Well, all season, but ever since I took him out, he's been even better. So, yeah, I'm happy to see that conceded goal. I'm sure the chat are fuming though, because I think a lot of people still owning him. Tony will be joining us in a second, but he didn't want to be here to do his little team update because he kept hold of Kudus this week. But he will be joining us in a second. Let's say hello to a few people and then we'll just move on to our team. So we've got Simon in the chat, S. Harley, Gary Walker, Steve Ricks, Miss Noopy's here, Matty, Icars, Ian, Robert. Everyone's concerned for Tony. Mark's here. Matty. Yeah, let's do this. And Dream Team Tonic James as well. Good evening. Right. Team updates. We'll skip Tony for now. Maybe he'll be back in time for it. But we'll do yours first and then maybe I'll do a quick commentary on his. Ben, take us away.
Yeah, 82 points this week. Not too bad, especially with 10 men. Got Achimpong in there, didn't play at the weekend. And I've got Roofs to play tonight, but he's already conceded. So hopefully he can make up with some saves. Munoz, Lacroix clean sheet and Timber clean sheet. I also brought in 2 Palace men in attack for Sa. So Sa and Mateta are in for Doku and Kudus. Got a goal out of Mateta. Sa got 3. Midfield, Gordon off at half time. 2 points, but he got a shot on target. Enzo Fernandez for Saka 4, and the captain Haaland 36 points overall for Haaland.
Unstoppable.
Done the robot as well when he scored his first goal.
Well, it wasn't quite the crouchy one, was it? It was a little bit different. No, look good that. Mateta's header was nice, wasn't it? He looked good in that one. That was one that was worrying me because I'm not on Mateta. Gordon's a pain, isn't he? Now, The minutes were bad as it was, but 45 minutes. Tough.
Yeah.
So, early thoughts. We were just talking about a Champong. Will he maybe play in midweek? Bit of a concern.
I hope so. Carry a bag. Surely they're going to rotate in the Champions League. They don't need to go full strength. And then they've got Wolves on the weekend as well. So surely gets back in the team. I know they've got a clean sheet, but this is Maresca, man. You don't know what his team's going to pick from week to week. So
that centre-back position is a bit of a pain, wasn't it? He's played a few in a row, hasn't he? And now he's been left out of this one. But Chalobah seems to be the only real consistent one, but that's still not always in the midweek game. Difficult.
Yeah.
So do you know what your rough thoughts might be for next week? We were just saying, obviously, it's difficult to say when there's still a midweek game and we're all prone to chasing price rises and stuff as well, but doors.
Roofs, I think, is going to go now. Henderson, we'll probably talk about it later in the pod. He's got 8 games in December now, if he plays them all. Potentially, probably won't play the last few games in Europa if they qualify early, but because they might play Benitez. But yeah, he's got potentially 8 games now. They've decided where this Arsenal quarterfinal is going to go. So yeah,
That's
bring him
triple
in.
game week off the cards, isn't it? Now,
Yeah, it's off the cards. Yeah, but it's double, and they'll be the Palace will be the only team with Arsenal doubling that week in game week 16. Arsenal's double from game week 15 has been moved to game week 16.
I'm sure something like that happened last year where Arsenal had like a double on its own. Do you remember?
I think it was the Christmas time.
Yeah, it's going to be around similar time, isn't it? Because this game's going to be 23rd of December.
Yeah, because there was obviously we have Boxing Day fixtures normally. This year there's only one. But last year I think it was because it was on a Friday or something. They just brought the deadline forward or something. Or was it right?
I think they might have made a Thursday deadline.
Yeah,
possibly.
I think they did. Yeah. Just because they wanted all the fixtures to line up, but normally they're not bothered about that. It's just a Friday Thursday is a cut off normally.
Yeah, I remember that screwing a few people's plans actually. Nice. And what was the second one? So Ropes, you reckon Ropes, and then might be Gordon?
Potentially hold it, hold that second transfer, and then I'll have free in game week 12. Great. It's a single in game week 11. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with the fixtures for all the players that I've got there for game week 11. Just depends on if there's a major price drop, I might move somebody on. But Gordon loves the Champions League, doesn't he? He's been smashing in Champions League and in the Carabao Cups.
Definitely owes us one for that Athletic Bilbao match, I think. If he's okay. I know I think they said he had a problem with his groin, but we'll see. We'll see in midweek. My team, it's been a shocker. Well, actually, my score's okay. But I'm on a bit of a run of taking out players before they bang. So this week, I took out Kudus, which was fine. It was Kudus and João Pedro. João Pedro, who couldn't get a shot on target for however many weeks it was. But I took the punt on him last week for Sunderland. I thought that might have been a nice differential, and I only had a little bit of money. It was the right price at the time. So, you hear that?
Yeah, what was that?
My Apple Watch earwigging on that on the podcast. Sorry, rudely interrupted there. Yeah, couldn't hit a shot on target, and then yesterday I think it was 5 shots he had and a goal, 15-pointer for João Pedro. So bit annoying, and I think he's like number 3 for most transferred in now currently as it goes. So and understandably with Wolves up next, although Wolves have just sacked their manager, haven't they? So might be someone new coming in, whether or not it's enough time to turn things around. My moves.
I heard earlier it might be Gary O'Neill again.
Yeah, I saw that. Is it a good thing going back?
So there's a load of managers been going back, haven't they?
Oh yeah, what was it you just said?
I just seen in 2002 you had Martin O'Neill at Celtic, David Moyes at Everton, and Steve Cotterill at Cheltenham, and now it's 2025 and them 3 are back at the same clubs.
But Matty's saying 94 a shocker. I didn't mean it's a shocker in terms of 94 points, but I think I'm 9 points down on the 2 transfers that I made so far. But it was Malik Chow and Munoz who came in for me, making a back 5, bringing back the Christmas tree, part of the bus style. So triple Palace defence, all kept clean sheets. Henderson, Lacroix, Munoz. Timber and Calafiori for Arsenal both kept clean sheets. But Gabriel just always seems to just get that little bit more now. I think that was 4 returns in 4 games now for Gabriel. It's a nightmare. Malik Chow didn't really do much, 2 points. Foden with a 7, with an assist. He's looking all right. Anderson 3, Saka 4, Gordon 2, and Haaland captain. My early thoughts were, can I get Gabriel in for Malik Chow? Potentially. But it doesn't really give me much money for the second spot. It could be Gordon to a 3.1, Foden to a 3.4 was what I was thinking with that Liverpool game. But obviously, just got a good score there. If he goes on and gets a good score against Dortmund, I may be inclined to just keep him through the bad fixture, and then it gets a bit better after that. But yeah, maybe a Mateta coming in, or even back to João Pedro possibly.
Hey, he's
All right.
The Wanderer.
Have you skipped my team?
We'll come to you. We've done better than mine.
All right, don't worry about it.
I told everyone that you were dodging it because you kept Kudus this week.
Yep.
But yeah, my early ones, I can either do a Mateta and a 4 mil, maybe if I don't go Gabriel, or I could even go back to João Pedro. 4.4 would be left if I went Pedro and a replacement, which could be like a Chalobah possibly. Again, that 4.4 is like 0.1 of so many good people like Thar, Mateta. So I have to see. But I think we're going to talk a bit about goal bonus in a bit as well. That's kind of in my mind, that do I want to start planning ahead for that? But let's come on to your team, Tony, if you want.
No, we don't have to.
Here we go.
Yeah, disastrous. The Newcastle lads, Trippier did not play. Gordon and Voltemada hooked at half-time, which I thought were a daft choice.
Was strange.
Well, all right, put the rocket up their arse and give them 10 minutes at second half. You just took your two biggest goal threats off. Obviously, other than Jacob Murphy, who's on a bit of a streak. But, yeah, it didn't make much sense because it didn't change the flow of the game at all. They were very, very poor in Newcastle. Kudus, kept the faith for the second game, and now I'm hearing off you, Scott, that he's out. I know he were a doubt with a knock, but yeah, it looks like he won't be a part of that game. Esteval only got the 1 point, only got a few minutes on the pitch. Eze 3, Fernandez 4, Haaland did the business. 12-man Mateta. Roof's obviously lost his clean sheet tonight. It's not been a great week. But yeah,
Mateta
no violins required.
Mateta blocking the sub as well with the 12. That's annoying, that, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a bit. I might bring in 8 Nori if he starts, which he didn't. But then I'm looking at Nunes, who's obviously cemented that right back spot at the moment. But their clean sheet went quite quick anyway, so I just saved myself a sub.
Do you think there's like something wrong with that sort of rule? Like, obviously, I guess like goal bonus and max captain, it's possibly not fair to have the sub in play, but 12 man just seems a bit.
I think that's what they're doing. Either they're saying that the sub is a chip. You can only use 1 chip a week. So yeah, I get it. It's not cost me too much. It would have been nice to be able to use it, but because obviously I don't know. Trippier's were illness, so I'm hoping it was just he's not felt right for a couple of days, so they kept him out. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see about that one.
I think a popular move would have been probably to a City defender, possibly, wouldn't it? Or maybe a Doc. You probably would have ended up going for. Oh, you couldn't go for Doku anyway, could you? Because you're
I was tired as well. It was a defender, so it wasn't the most exciting of moves.
No, if you'd have gone for a City defender, it wouldn't have paid off anyway, would it? Yet.
Yeah, the frustration for me is that I've played a chip, a 12-man, and it's not been a 12-man; it's been an 11-man.
11. Well, maybe he comes back in midweek because it was only illness, I think, wasn't it, for Trippier? So.
Yeah, they need to bounce back, Newcastle. Bit of a flat display from them.
Matty in the chat is asking for our team values. Can you easily get yours? Yes. I'm bang on 54 at the moment.
I'm bang on 55. I lost 0.9. So I've rolled my subs. For anyone that weren't watching the deadline stream, I've rolled my subs. Didn't make a change. So I've got 4 transfers for next week. I were expected to lose 0.4. But the values, I mean, the rise and falls went just a little bit strange this week, and I ended up losing 0.9, so back down to 55 exactly.
53.3 mine is. Brought my Teta in on a drop, but I wanted him for longer term. 0.2 drop, but I got Saar in to compensate for that. 0.3 rise. Roofs were supposed to go up 0.2, predicted, but didn't even move, and a lot of the players didn't move at all.
Yeah, I was banking on Roofs to offset my Kudos fall, but never worked out like that.
Yeah, I was down on my Matic Chow. I've only bought him in. I didn't like the 3.8 price point, so I ended up just going for whoever looked like they were getting the sort of better rise. In the end, I thought his fixtures look okay, but yeah, bit of a weird one. I think there was a question on it later, but I think Connor Bradley was the one we mentioned on the live stream as well, wasn't it? Like,
yeah,
he's been getting like barely any points and still absolutely rocketing. He's had back-to-back 0.3 price rises. Last week just got a 4-pointer in a 3-2 loss to Brentford. Went up 0.3. And the week before that, it had a 4-pointer and a 3-pointer. It's nothing, is it? 2 points for playing. He's kind of a couple of
just
points, and he's giving him a 0.3 twice. So, yeah, it might make us question how to work things out. A few people were saying, do you think they're trying to bump him up because he wasn't expected to play, and now all of a sudden, they might have had his expected points at like 1 or something if they didn't think he was going to play. I don't know. Yeah, strange one anyway.
Yeah, my mate Josh Achimpong, he got a 2.2 drop, and he scored 3 points in one game, and he got a 0 in the second game.
Yeah, basically in the same price.
Yeah.
Strange. Right. Drop a like on the video, guys, the ones that are joining us on this live stream. We've got our YouTube channel members and Patreon members joining us for this live stream. If you did want to become one of our members, get early access, join us for the streams, and get access to Ben's beautiful fixture ticker that's up on the screen here. Hear that? Join button.
Lovely.
Or head over to patreon.com/Dream Team Tonic. Ben, what's going on at the moment?
Well, obviously, we got the European games midweek, and then we go into a single game week before another international break. Looks like it's the last one for a while. So that's a good thing. So we've got Liverpool, Man City playing each other this week. So Haaland's still at home, though. He's scored, 4 doubles in 4 games now at home. Can you still captain him against Liverpool? They've just got a clean sheet last week. Are they back? Liverpool defence?
No.
It's so hard to trust anyone over Haaland, I think, even in like a game like Liverpool. Still scored against us, didn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then you've got Arsenal's got Sunderland away, Newcastle, Brentford away. Newcastle's not been very good on the road. Chelsea have got Wolves at home, but they've sacked the manager. Will they get a bounce back? Tottenham, Man United, the battle of the Europa League final. Was it Tottenham? Did Tottenham win 4 times last year against Man U?
I'm not sure.
I believe so.
Got their number.
Villa have got Bournemouth at home. Be a good game. Forest, is this it now? Leeds at home. Is this the bounce back now?
I don't know. They were all right, weren't they? They were all right.
Leeds?
Forest.
Lost 3-0 at Brighton, didn't they, this weekend? Palace, Brighton. M69, not M69, is it? What is it?
M25, isn't it?
M25, M69.
I've got the road.
I think it is M25. M69 is the Leicester Coventry derby. Yeah. Obviously, you said Man U's at Tottenham, Brighton, Palace, West Ham at home against Burnley.
M23.
M23. Fulham. To be honest, I'm not even bothering reading these ones off at the bottom. I wouldn't even be
This
targeting
happened
them.
a lot, hasn't it? Like every time there is a chance to prem double or single, like all the teams singling, it looks like they've all ended up with quite tough games.
Yeah. Yeah, like your Semenyo's probably got a tough match any Villa away.
Yeah.
Enjoy at home against Fulham, possibly, if you fancy a 1 week punt. Yeah, not anything there really that you'd be happy to hold game week 12. So then, as we come back from the international break, we've got Champions League again. Liverpool, Forest with PSV both at home. Man City go to Newcastle and Leverkusen at home. Arsenal have Tottenham and Bayern Munich at home. Newcastle have Man City at home and Marseille away. Chelsea have Burnley away and Barcelona at home. Tottenham go to Arsenal and PSG. Ooh, tough week, that. Villa got Leeds away and Young Boys at home. Now then.
I think them Villa fixtures are actually starting to look all right. I know they've just lost, but Bournemouth, Leeds, Young Boys,
nice run.
Brighton.
Nice run of games now. Yeah. Like I say, Forest, apart from the Liverpool fixture, got a good run of fixtures with Malmo after Liverpool away. That's the team they beat in the European Cup final back in the day during the war.
In the olden days.
Then they got Brighton and Wolves. Palace, Wolves away and Strasbourg away.
Yeah,
decent double.
Nice for them as well, don't it? Can't see many people selling their Palace players. And then we'll cover 13 in a minute, I think, because a lot of questions on that game week. Any that stand out to you other than those mentioned really there? That looks like a good entry for Liverpool if you trust them.
I can't trust
Salah's back, isn't he?
Honestly, he must have dropped Emmy Martinez 20k or something. I mean, I don't trust Liverpool still. It wasn't an amazing performance. They pretty much got handed it. We'll see. Like they got 2 games coming up. We'll see if they're back, won't we?
We were chatting about it when we separate because, I was saying as like someone that sold Salah recently, you kind of can't help but watch the game and think, oh yeah, he's not that good. I was right to sell him, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And then when he scores, you're like, oh, it's just a lucky goal. I wasn't sure if I was like being blinded a little bit, like because in the early games where he didn't look so good, when I had him in my team, I was like, well, he's still getting the chances. You see it from like a positive point, but you haven't had him the whole time. So
no, I he's, like I said to you, Scott, he's still not passing the eye test. He isn't. Every dribble, he's running into somebody, he's losing possession, passes, or he's not. That end product just doesn't seem to be there at the minute. It's a strange one. It's really strange. Like his shots are just going wayward. He got given a goal again. It's just like going back to these penalties, last minute penalties that they were getting earlier in the season, and kept him ticking over, and it kept his point tally respectable for the money. He's still not passing the eye test.
You've seen his ownership now in the top 1K.
I mean, is it even lower than it's been? Must be.
Was it? I think it was like 16 last week.
It's even lower than that now. 4.2% owned in top 1K.
Oh.
So it's not hurting you, is it really, if you haven't got him?
No, not yet. So I think everyone now, you're in a comfortable position where if you're the person that jumps on him at the right point and he does come back to form, you're going to get quite a bit of gain. If he does come back to form, can you trust him to do that? At that price range? Because, well, if you're choosing Salah now or in game week 12, after the international break, and now it looks like on paper, any other time, it's a nice entry point, but you're choosing Salah over maybe Palmer coming back from injury, Saka, these players that, well, I mean, Palmer wasn't quite doing it, but Saka was obviously doing it. You're choosing them over the ones that are in form.
Yeah, it's hard. And the price thing will make it harder as well, because if you are pinpointing 13 as goal bonus and you think I definitely want him for that week, or 12 and you think, you know what, home double that week, I'll get him in early.
Mm.
If he does well this week, again in the second fixture, might go up in price. But you don't buy him to get the rise and get him for City, do you?
No, you won't. And then if he gets a penalty against City,
it'll be due again, and you'll have no choice but to get him in for 12 if he's double rising almost.
Or if he does nothing against City and you get him in on a fall.
So that's the ideal when it's blank City. Expensive.
No. You'd want him on a blank Real, and then you want him to score against City and then bring him in.
Bring him in for 12. Or if he blanks City, dodge 12 and get him in for 13, maybe. But you might miss points. Yeah, it's hard.
Yeah.
We'll see.
It's mad because he's up there with the points, but there's a lot of, he's still not really pulling away from anyone. He's up there with your Jokeres and Gakpos and Pedros, Voltemadas. They're all near his points. Mateta. But so you can literally buy someone who's like 2 million cheaper than him and move that funds elsewhere for another good player. Get two good players.
No one's really putting their hands up, are they? Like we could argue Mateta recently has been a bit better, but like I know you said Saka, like he has looked good it wasn't the last game he didn't look good, but he has looked good fairly recently. But he's not hitting massive numbers at the moment. And then Palmer, you're probably going to have a little bit of a period of getting back up to speed.
Yeah.
He's now not doubling unless it's going to be a Prem double. No one's really taken Salah's place where he hasn't been banging. Unless it's a centre-back or a Munoz.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy to think that the 4 the 5 highest point scorers are defenders. 2 of them are centre halves. It's mental.
Got a goal. Granit
Xhaka.
Oh, not Roofs.
No, Roofs didn't score. Oh, mine's got the assist. Did Roofs get the assist?
No.
We'll go captaincy. Wisby's first question for game week 11. I can't see myself going against Haaland the way he's playing. Like I said, no one's really putting their hands up. If I was, it would be Sunderland away. But as we're reminded by loads of listeners, Sunderland's not an easy fixture.
I don't mind a punt. I don't mind a punt if you go against Saka. Against Haaland, sorry. Saka's not a bad option. Chelsea, Enzo, if Palmer's still not there, penalties. Or
Pedro.
essential again now, isn't he? Or who's lad up front for Jesus up front for Forest. He's up quite sharp.
Steve will like you.
At home to Leeds.
Is Igor Jesus?
Yeah, Igor Jesus. Yeah, he's looked quite good. He's passing the eye test. Nice home fixture. Is is Haaland going to score more than 2 against Liverpool?
I don't know about more than 2, but I think he'll get 1, and I don't know how confident I am that an Enzo, Saka, or maybe Mateta, Brighton get 1.
Yeah. It's just usually, they're not usually close affairs. They're just kicking lumps out of each of them 2 games. That derby.
What's City Liverpool?
No, Palace and Brighton.
Oh.
Not too sure.
Battle of the Birds, isn't it?
I'm gonna have a gander. What the
Ben, you got the bottle to take on the robot?
Yeah, I'm tempted to do it this week.
Jesus.
Like Tony says, it's Keane seems scoring more than 1 goal. I can see him scoring a goal, but there isn't anything really exciting sticking around up. Maybe Gabriel, if you have him, could get a clean sheet and a goal or an assist. That's like a 2-goaler then in it if you can get an attacking return and a clean sheet. Like you said, Enzo, if you fancy that. Pedro could come in on a rise, and then you go into Burnley and Barcelona next week. I mean, he's been awful, Pedro, hasn't he? But then he goes and gets 5 shots on target. After he must have been watching all these FPL pods, and they're all slagging him off, going, he doesn't shoot. And then he goes and has 5 shots on target.
He's waiting for his ownership to go down. He's probably got himself, hasn't he?
Yeah. See, Haaland was on about it as well, saying, I bet all the fantasy managers weren't be happy when Pep took me off at 2 goals.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Imagine back in the day when you used to get that extra 5 points for a hat trick in Dream Team. That was class. That. Yeah. So Saka obviously is a good option, and Palace players, Mateta, Munoz maybe. Munoz because he could get the clean sheet as well as attack and return. I do fancy it in a single.
Just quick one on the Palace Brighton. As I said, that it might be a tight affair. The last the last 3 games have been 2-1, 3-1, and 4-1. Mateta scored 2 in the last 3 games. Munoz grabbed 1 in the last game as well. So yeah, and Sarr got 1 in the game before. So there's plenty of goals to be had in that game, actually.
You go, Ben. You have to keep Sarr now.
Oh, I'm definitely keeping Sarr.
I'm gonna have to bring Pedro back in, aren't I, just to put a stop to this. He'll be back to his normal.
Well, at least you've sold him and he's gone down in price. Yep. You buy him back. Was it making money on your transfers?
Wheeler dealer. Right. Question number 2 is the big one. Best game weeks for goal bonus. Now there might be others. You boys might want to chuck some other game weeks in, but I just stole these from your fixture ticker, Ben. I like a prem. I like a prem double here. Well, I don't know for certain. So 13 is obviously set in stone. I'm pretty sure 17 is as well. But the other one I've got on the screen is all the way in 23. And I don't know if the FA Cup might interfere with that one.
Why?
Yeah, first weekend, is it the first? Or
I think the 4th round is around that sort of time.
Let me have a look. The 4th round is in game week 24, so it's the week after.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, we've got 3 prem doubles then on the screen. A lot of talk is on game week 13 at the moment. Now, a lot of people have been asking, what's so special about game week 13, but I think partly it's just the first real opportunity from now in it where there's a standout game. Haaland is on fire, and one of his games is Leeds at home. The other's Fulham away, which is not necessarily an easy ground to go to. But again, you still back Haaland. Yeah. It was obviously picked out a while ago for Salah having West Ham away and Sunderland at home, but that was before we really knew that he was going to go downhill a little bit. But then I'm still a little bit torn because Arsenal's fixtures aren't great. Chelsea away, Brentford at home. I'd probably say the Brentford fixtures are okay, and our record against Chelsea recently is okay, but I don't see us smashing a load of goals in. Newcastle, Everton away, Spurs at home. Chelsea have got Arsenal and Leeds, and you never really trust them in a double with the rotation.
Yeah.
And I've just realised actually there is another double game week, but it's behind us on on the cameras. Hang on, hold on.
There we go.
There we go. Game week 26 was in there. But yeah, Villa, Wolves, and Brighton. That looks okay, but no Villa players are really putting their hands up for goals at the moment. You might want to chance Rodgers. Forest under Dyche, Brighton and Wolves. But then Palace still seems okay. United's going to be a tough game, and Burnley away. Again, the non-European sides don't look like amazing fixtures. You could maybe say Bournemouth have got Sunderland away and Everton at home.
Yeah, I don't mind Bournemouths.
United, Palace, West Ham. What do you think on 13? Because I must say that was the one I was first looking at, but I then started to think, I didn't think they all look amazing, but then I started looking at 17, 23 and 26, and all of them have got something that's not quite right.
Yeah. So obviously City's games in 17 are away.
Yep.
Forest and Sunderland. Liverpool probably have it absolutely plumb. Wolves and Leeds at home.
You need Salah flying for that, don't you? Or you need an Isak back doing well.
Yeah.
Or...
Yeah. You probably have to double up on Liverpool in that week for your goal bonus. Yeah. Spurs. I think that Crystal Palace is meant to be red.
Yeah, that needs updating.
It's just there's too many reds there on them higher teams for my liking. And then when you switch it to the other side, so you start to look down, well, look at maybe Bournemouth, Semenyo, you got Brentford and Chelsea. They're not great fixtures. Like you say, you could probably pick a little bit of somewhere with each one of them. City's good in 26 again. Liverpool's good, so it's probably mirroring 13 a little bit there.
Yeah, both of them are good. City and Liverpool both good in really 13 and 17, but then they play each other in 23, don't they? But
yeah,
and then 26 they're both good as well. So you kind of do want Salah and Haaland, I think, unless you're gonna go a Gakpo, a TK or something instead.
Yeah, I think the 23, I think, is wrought off with City playing Liverpool, Spurs playing Newcastle. I just think that's it. Finish that one. I don't like 23.
Palmer Wolves Leeds if he's there and firing, but it's not enough on its own, is it? You need Haaland or Salah, I think.
You want that in with the City and Liverpool having the plum as well, don't you?
Yeah, I don't like 23. 13, I think you want to nail your captain as well. So, obviously, was it 9 points a goal? And then you got captain 18 points for a goal. So, if you go Haaland this game week 13, I could see at least 2 goals against Leeds and probably a goal against Fulham. So, there you go. That's plenty of points for your captain. And then Liverpool's got decent fixtures. Arsenal's flying at the moment. I still see them winning at Chelsea, beating Brentford. To be honest, Arsenal, you can't see Arsenal scoring loads of goals in most games. They're just like back to the old 1-0 to the Arsenal. Back to the old George Graham times.
But you wouldn't mind keeping your Arsenal defenders in, would you?
Yeah.
Set players.
Yeah, well, like Gabriel could get a goal or 2. Newcastle got Everton and Tottenham at home. They beat Tottenham in the cup just recently. and then they're a good side at home, Newcastle. Chelsea with the Leeds fixture in the second game's nice. Tottenham got Fulham at home in the first fixture, it's good. And Villa have got Wolves. Forest have got Wolves in there. Palace have got 2 good fixtures, I'd say. With Man U at home and Burnley away. Man United have got West Ham in there if they're still struggling. And then, to be fair, the ones further down are not very good, apart from, I'd say, Bournemouth, got Sunderland and Everton. That's probably the only one down the bottom there I'd target. Maybe a Semenyo for the double.
So I think I'm just looking at 13 and thinking it's not very disruptive to my team at the moment. Like Haaland's there. Palace, United and Burnley, I probably wouldn't mind if I had a Mateta or still keep hold of Munoz maybe. I've got Saka, but one's Chelsea. I don't know. I think I'd only be looking really. I need to get a Liverpool possibly in the mix of some sort or 2. If you wanted to choose out of a Gakpo and Ekitike plus Salah, maybe. But yeah, you've got to have luck on your side, haven't you, as well with these?
Yeah.
Like we said a few times. I think.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a big injury on the goal boy? I think Saka might have.
Yeah, Saka on my one.
Yeah, I think we both played it on that Saka week last year. He had really good fixtures, and then he got injured in the first half of the first game, and you was you have got to be a bit fortunate. Yeah. And people could do well in the double European weeks or FA Cup weeks. It's just, I think the Prem doubles seem to have a little bit less jeopardy when it comes to the lineups.
Yeah, I think the longer you leave it as well, the more chance of rotation being in the European games. Like game week 12 is probably a decent double game week for the European teams because most of them are playing at home. But I still think the domestic doubles are better looking on paper. This game week 13 especially.
Yeah, and if you went 12, it's straight after the international break as well.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've said before.
Too risky that.
17's Christmas. I've said before, you don't want to ruin Christmas with a dodgy goal bonus. Someone's had too many Yorkshires, didn't cook the turkey right. They're missing. Yeah, let us know in the chat what you're thinking for goal bonus. Yeah, there is a lot of talk on 13, but I have it all the time. People ask me, do you think this is a good goal bonus week? And I'm like, I don't really like it. And then they get something like, someone showed me, they asked me and they had John McGinn in their team and it was the week where he scored a brace. And I was like, I don't think I want to play goal bonus with John McGinn. And he's just suddenly banging goals. Like, yeah, it can work anytime, but.
What are you thinking, Tony? Are you thinking about holding it longer till later in the season, or because you're on about holding your boosters?
Yeah, I think about holding them all till the second half of the season, and just trying to get as high as I can without playing them, and then maybe just being a little bit more savvy with them. But obviously, with the way my 12th man's gone, being a 10th man this week, do I just get rid of them and stop thinking about them? The only thing that might tweak me now into thinking of using it a little bit earlier, maybe within 13, 17, would be the fact that I've got quite a lot of transfers to maneuver my team into a position to attack it full on.
You've done nothing this week and had like 6, got yourself up to 6, and then
Yeah, I'm thinking because then you can proper sprinkle around. Like it wouldn't be so hard to throw a Semenyo in with the Sunderland, Everton, Igor Jesus with Brighton, Wolves. Players of that ilk that maybe you don't want long term, but you'd like to have them for some decent fixtures on a goal bonus.
Yeah. Do you know what we haven't mentioned? That like Bruno Fernandes for Palace and West Ham. And then if you have to hold him the week after, he's got Wolves in a single.
Yeah, it's not too bad, is it?
Or an Mbumo, something like that.
Interesting. Yeah, and the other thing as well, if you do hold on to it, one of the positives is that you obviously got more money to play with by that time. If you do hang on. But the downside is you don't know. Haaland might not be in form, or Haaland might not be available. Like, the longer you leave it, the more variables there are, I suppose. But you could have more players in the mix, and you can win your second chance mini leagues as well.
Do you just let game week 13 go by, let everyone else play the boosters, and hope that Haaland blanks? And then you've got the upper hand with your booster. Just obviously you have to pick a good week with your captain, but
it's never as big as it looks as well, is it? Like it's an extra 3 points a goal, isn't it?
Yeah. Double to 6.
Yeah, like
be captain.
In your head, it's always going to be a lot bigger. Like, always think it feels like a massive chip, but I don't think it was as big as part of us, was it? That was
monstrous.
That was a monster at times.
I think, like you say, with the goal bonus, if the captain doesn't score, it's not that bad, is it? 3 points extra for any other goal scorer.
But like even with Haaland, it's not like people aren't getting all of his points anyway, because everyone's still going to captain him, aren't they?
Yeah,
it's a bit like how they talk about triple captain on FPL. Is everyone's still got the first 2 lots of points?
Yeah, definitely.
Legend says, if you're looking at 13, who would be your sort of ideal midfielders and strikers? Dream lineup almost.
Of 13, I'd have Semenyo, definitely. As long as he's not injured. I'm thinking Bowen. He looked sharp last game. I don't know if it was just that Spurs were that Newcastle were that bad. There were another team that played awful, Spurs, but yeah. But Bowen looked good. So you'd be someone, obviously being on penalties, you want in. You kind of want to maximise your penalty takers. I'd like a Mateta with United and Burnley. With the sides like Liverpool and City, with their plum fixtures, they're probably going to be the teams that score the most goals. If Liverpool are back in form by 13, you start to see them shoots recovery. That surely is going to happen at some point. You probably want to double up. So you want Haaland and another. Or you want maybe Salah and another. I think that's the way to play it.
Yeah. I think I'll put Haaland's front 3, probably Haaland, Salah, Mateta, if it was 13. Because they're all pens.
Yeah, sorry, Robert. I'm looking at different fixtures for Bowen then. Where did I have him down as? I thought he was United and Brighton. It's actually Liverpool United.
Yeah, I think I'd have Haaland, Salah, Mateta, or a second Liverpool attacker, Gakpo or Ekitike. I thought Ekitike looked good again that last game. But we don't know if Isak will be about then. Whether they'll both start too. I think I put Semenyo. I think I'd maybe include Sarr if I didn't have Mateta. Sorry.
Yeah.
Maybe Rodgers, Wolves, Brighton. Like, he does have a goal in him in his locker.
He does.
But then it's 5 million.
It's a lot of money to outlay on someone who isn't in form at the minute. But
yeah. Who would you have as your second City if you needed a goal? Is it Foden?
It's got to be Cherky, hasn't he? He's essential now. Nah,
he looked good.
It's tricky. It's so tricky. As much as I'm saying I'd like to have the second City asset. It's flip a
Who
coin
is
who's
it?
starting. Look at Savino, Bob, Cherky, Marmouche, Foden, Reinders. Keep going. It's crazy. It's crazy the options they've got, and you just don't know.
That's the tough one, isn't it? Do you go for a Foden at 5 mil, or do you then just drop it to a Semenyo or like a main man at one of the other clubs?
Yeah, which is where you say about Rodgers. Is Rodgers better value? On the off chance that he might have a couple of good games, grab a couple of goals because he's capable. His fixtures aren't bad, and he's cheaper than Foden.
Ben, on this one, did you have a map of who you might want if you did a 13 goal bonus?
Well,
Tony's bringing in
a team.
Bowen for Liverpool and
So yeah, ideally I'd have Salah if he's back in form. Haaland, Mateta up front. Saka. I've got Gordon at the minute. Potentially have Gordon. Obviously didn't look very good at the weekend because he got taken off at half time, but we know he's got the potential to score double figure hauls, and he's on penalties apparently. So yeah, and then you've got Enzo, who I've already got, and potentially Palmer if he's back. If he's not back, then I might go to a Semenyo, a Bruno, or maybe a Morgan Gibbs-White, who's on penalties at Forest at the minute. And then defence is Munoz, Gabriel, Timber. But if you want someone who could potentially get a goal, maybe a Vardio or a Cucurella.
Diego Gomez.
Yeah, he keeps popping up, doesn't he?
Yeah, it does.
7 goals for the season.
How many did he
the other
score in
ones
the
were in
cup,
the
though?
EFL, weren't they? Were they
Yeah.
4 in the cup? You got scored 4 in one game.
Yeah.
32-pointer, 4 goals.
Yeah.
Wouldn't mind that, would you, on your goal bonus?
They probably found another little diamond, haven't they, Brighton? You know what they're like.
Right. Jay Baker. Oh, I'm gonna take this one because I had a little look through our library. So Jay Baker says, "Am I the only one that feels like the points this year are terrible compared to last?" He's taken pictures of his game week points last year, and in game week 9 this year and last, he has 160 points less this year, but he feels like he's playing the game the same. If you lot think you're doing worse, what do you think's been the main thing causing it? Sorry for the essay. What's your initial thoughts there?
In comparison to how we were doing last year?
Yeah. Do you think you're doing worse, better? Or do you think the scoring's been worse or better?
I think I've been steadier so far. I don't think I've had any great weeks. I think I've just been pretty much... In fact, my graph shows it. Where's that graph that you have where you're
ranking it?
Yeah, I can't see where it bloody is now.
It's on the not on the FPL.
Is that where it is on my team?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's very much like as I've gone up to game week 4 and 5, good week to 6, and then I've pretty much just gone in comparison to last season, I think I'm probably steadier this season, less volatile at the minute. But then last season, I ended up then going against Salah a couple of times, which I fell through to 4 of my rank. Salvaged it by end of the season, but yeah, I'm happier this season with the way it is.
Well, Mr. Baker here is 160 points worse off this year. How many points different, roughly, do you think you're better or worse off?
Oh, I mean, I think everyone will be worse off because I think all the points are coming from the defenders. I think that's just the way the game's gone. So a lot of people have probably started 3-5-2, 4-4-2, maybe 4-3-3. But you look at it now, and everyone's clamoring for this back five.
No Salah flying, like Robert said in the chat.
Yeah, it's not. It won't just be Baker affected by it. That's going to be an overall game thing. If you feel like you're playing well, you're playing the same way, and you probably are.
You are exactly 160 points worse off as well. The same as Joe Baker. I went back and looked at our game week 10 video from last season.
Well, they are. That's mental.
You and Jay Baker are exactly the same. Ben, me and you, we're in trouble, mate. You are 228 points worse off this season. And I'm 227 points worse off. So it might make sense, really, because Tony's having a better season than us so far this season. But yeah, it's a big difference. But I don't think it's anything to be worried about. I think what we just said there, I think Salah, there's no Salah. Well, there's not no Salah, but you know what I mean. Salah was flying, wasn't he, last season?
Yeah.
Palmer has been missing for a chunk of this season. Bruno Fernandes isn't playing the doubles in our team this season. Saka's been injured for a bulk of it as well himself. So I think it's just been slower in terms of goals and who's available. So don't think you should be worried.
Yeah.
Question 1 from Espley. Has the game changed where it's easier to get bonus from a defensive aspect with tackles, interceptions, etc., than it is for an attacking aspect, dribbles, crosses, making Caicedo, Palhinha better options than Adoku, Kudus and Gordon? Now, obviously, it doesn't mean as the game changed in terms of Dream Team rules, but has football changed that's leading to the points being distributed a bit differently?
It's all gone Stoke City, hasn't it? Long throws, set plays, get it up to big man. Look, it's Arsenal ruining the game. They're not letting any goals in, so that's why the points are down. And they're defending too well, so all the interceptions, tackles, all the defenders are doing well. It'd be interesting to see how many goals have been scored in the Premier League this season compared to last season at this point in time. Because, is it Arsenal conceded 3 goals all season so far?
Yeah, I think so.
Something ridiculous like that. So, yeah, I think once we get to end of the season, I think it'll all probably just switch around. Like you said, Scott, the injuries to key players does make a big difference. The talisman or lack of form for Salah is a big one because has he not been the top scorer on the game for how many years?
Yeah. Like some people had Palmer's 4-goal haul in a game like at this point last season, didn't they, for example?
Yeah. Which makes a massive difference to the tallies and the comparisons. But yeah, look, Caicedo and Palhinha are doing the business. To be fair to them, like they're scoring as well. It's not like they're just racking up the PPMs, is it? They're actually scoring some goals as well. So I think that clouds our judgment, like Gravenberch as well, another DM.
Do you think that's sustainable? Like, I keep saying Caicedo's not going to keep doing it, and he keeps doing it, but then you see his goals, and he's taking long range shots that are getting dodgy deflections and going in. But then once it happens, then he gets the ball and everyone's shouting "shoo!"
Yeah.
And then Gravenberch, like at the weekend, his one was a massive deflection as well. And and even Gabriel at this point, I'm looking and he's had how many attacking returns now? Is he on like 6 or something stupid?
Mental.
Like, and you think, is he actually going to carry on? Is it sustainable? He's obviously always been good in the air, but are they going to keep doing this all season long, or are they going to just have a stretch now where they go 10 games without getting a return. Like,
it's tough, isn't it? Because obviously Arsenal are a bloody good side anyway. Like, forget about the set players. Usually, when you've got such a good footballing side, they're not usually. You don't usually fear the set plays as much. You'd usually be the short corner, wouldn't it? Just pass it and start passing it around again.
walk it in.
Yeah, but I mean, it's such a weapon. Every team's struggling against it. It's tricky. I don't know how any team can defend against it and stop it happening. Like if you got all them people that are powerful in the air, they all know the jobs. They're working on this day in day out in training. You could tell everyone. It could be sustainable for the season if they get enough corners, enough throw-ins. It's you could see Gabriel on double figures easily for goal involvements.
Game's gone.
It has. It's all gone to Rory Delap.
I think in terms of actual what he's saying with the has it changed the scoring? I do think a lot of it is kind of down to chance, and I do think it will flip. I don't think Kudus is not going to get bonus now for the foreseeable. Like Doku's still been okay. Gordon just seems a bit off form, but yeah, I think there'll be phases where it comes back. To be honest, what do you think, Ben?
Yeah, and obviously the goals are 6 points, aren't they? And you'll be getting assists for that as well, 3 points. So if the goals are down, that's like 9 points down, and the clean sheets are only 5 points. So there is definitely more clean sheets this year because every game there was goals in last year. So I think it will come back round. But Arsenal will just carry on this all season, I think. Can they beat the Chelsea record that Mourinho set?
And the only way it goes away is if in January City come in and be like, "We'll give you 100 mil for your set piece coach." That'll be the new. We'll have set piece coach transfer windows. And yeah, we sort of touched on the crazy. Well, it's not even crazy price changes. Do you actually think the price changes have been like terribly wrong? I know the Bradley one seems a bit strange.
Yeah, I think there's someone else doing it.
I was trying to see it from, well, not the other point of view, because there's no one really defending price changes. It's all just, I didn't get what I want, I'm angry kind of thing. But is there a case that like Mike's work on not only FPL has just been so helpful and so handy that we're just always just constantly rely on it? We bring the players in and out based on it. And then when it's slightly different, we're like, oh, what's happened to the changes? But actually, it's just different to the projections.
I think this is the last couple of weeks, hasn't it? It's just been a few big, like, I mean, the Bradley one, he's can't get away from it. It must be a mistake. There's something happened, hasn't there? I mean, but to be fair, if you brought in Conor Bradley and you get back-to-back point threes, you're happy, aren't you? You're not complaining.
Yeah, it goes against you.
The Roos one as well. I thought he should have been going up last week.
Yeah,
at least 0.2.
Yeah,
because that would have brought him right in line with like Henderson, 3.3 or something, 3.2.
It's just been so good that maybe they've changed his expected to be like, yeah, he's going to do it all the time now. Maybe.
Yeah.
Right, on we go. Joe Cook, no goals in the league and not great minutes. Is it time to go for Geordie, Mr. Gordon?
I broke him, huh? And they'll bring him in. I think I've had him 2 weeks now. And he's been captain. Yeah, I brought him in and captained him in game week 9. He got 5 points across 2 games. He played 76 minutes in one. He played 1 minute against Spurs. 1 minute? Yeah, in the Carabao Cup.
Yeah.
Come on
Yeah,
for 1 minute.
he did come on for 1 minute.
And then, 45 minutes this week. Whether he even starts in midweek, I don't know, but yeah, he's not been the greatest transfer for me, Gordon.
Yeah, I mean, I don't mind holding him, but if you can get to say a Gabriel from Gordon, then it's a good move. I can't if I do the goalkeeper move, I can't move Gordon onto Gabriel. But looking forward, like even at the goal bonus coming up in game week 13, I think I want Gordon for that goal bonus. So you could move him on this week, a bit like Kudus if he's going down 0.3 and bringing someone who's got a good fixture, and you wouldn't mind holding them, just juggling him to get the price rises. Get your team value up.
I'm thinking of sending him. He's taking up a bit of cash. I'm looking at getting Gabriel potentially, but we'll see how the midweek goes. If he does keep doing all right in that second fixture, I'm not going to rule it out. And I was like more likely to sell Foden, to be honest, ahead of Liverpool. But then if he's rising, can I just keep Foden through the Liverpool game and then out the other side? Maybe you just end up keeping him for goal bonus in 13 and he's the additional City. But
yeah.
At the moment, I'm not happy with the minutes of Gordon.
Yeah.
We've probably covered a lot of these, but top 4 midfielders and strikers based on form at the minute. I think we probably mentioned a lot on the goal bonus, but any you think we haven't spoken about?
Maybe Rice.
Yeah,
Rice could shout with the set pieces. It seems that if Gabriel's obviously getting on the end of them, he's going to get assist points and chances created, and he's popping up with the odd goal as well. And he's got one at the weekend.
That since I brought Saka in, I thought to myself, if I can have like Arsenal defence and Saka, I've got half the covers, half the corners covered. Sorry.
Yeah.
And it feels like every single corner's been on Rice's side for the last 2-3 matches. He's got to switch up a little bit. Yeah, he puts in a great delivery.
Yeah, he does. I like Declan Rice. Good player. A sneaky shout for next week. Paqueta against Burnley. Home game against Burnley. He's been sneaking last couple of games. Sneaked a few 3 bonus points. He's always good for a yellow card, which can sometimes ruin his points and PPM. But I just think that's
it. Yellow as well. I think one off a ban. I think.
Yeah. Did you see the yellow he got at the weekend?
I'm not happy with him. I've got him in FPL and I've played him for about 4 weeks straight and he's done nothing. So I benched him this week.
Yeah. It's a big game that for West Ham. Obviously, Nuno's got his first win. Really like Nuno. Home game against Burnley. Big 6-pointer. You need your big players to turn up. Paqueta, Bowen. Maybe a 1-week punt on him.
I think I'm just playing catch up this week. Like I like the look of the Palace guys, but most people bought me in already with Sarr and Mateta. I like Rodgers. I mentioned him, but I think it's not for this week. It's probably the week after. I can't help but think I'm going to go back to João Pedro.
What about Cicero, his mate? Teammate, another DM.
So if you did want to target that Wolves one, have you both got Enzo at the moment?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah. So who would be your second go-to from Chelsea if you wanted to go after it?
I've got Esteval at the minute.
Oh, yeah.
But it's all whether he stays in the team again is going to depend on what he does midweek.
It's risky for a single to have him in it because
It is. It is. I'm hoping he's not far away off the start in the Premier League, though. So I wouldn't want to. If he does well midweek, which is what I were hoping for the Karabakh game, hopefully he plays for one. If he does, hopefully he does well. Then I'll probably just keep him. I'd like everything to be turned around in my team, and I can just bank the 2 transfers again. I'd love that.
Yeah.
Whether that's going to come to fruition, I don't know. But Caicedo, he's up there on merit. He's been scoring. He's been getting points from everywhere. 4.7 million, another rise. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking Pedro, give him one last hurrah for the Wolves game. But
Yeah, Joe's saying Caicedo long-term hold, surely.
I think
Do
so.
you want him in for if you end up goal boosting? Like, I know he's banging screamers week in, week out, but
That's the trouble. That's the trouble. If you are aiming for 13, I think you've got to slowly start getting these.
you put Pedro in,
Unless you save your transfers up and go bang 1 week, I'm just going to put six goal scorers in this week for 13. I'm going to maximise this goal bonus, and then have to work them back out. Or you're going to have to slowly move towards it. Is Caicedo the guy you want for 13? Probably not.
No. Right, Tommy Gunn. Is it time to switch keepers? Are you both on roofs still?
Yeah. After international break for me.
I'm potentially going to do it this week. If Henderson gets another clean sheet midweek, I think I'm going to have to go this week. Yeah, and obviously Henderson's playing in the cups as well, majority of the time, so he's playing in Europe as well. So yeah, Henderson. What 3.3 difference now between the 2 players?
Is he more likely to score on your goal bonus though? Differential for the next few weeks if you've fallen behind. I'm throwing Rodgers in. Don't know. I watched the Liverpool game and looked a bit lively, didn't he?
Yeah.
Good player, isn't he?
1.7 overall rate ownership, Rodgers. Still quite expensive when you can probably get a Foden for the same price, but yeah, be a very good
price there.
Corruption.
Corrupt price, yeah. 3 points against City, no drop. Done all right against Spurs, but then he blanked against Go Ahead Eagles, no drop. Corruption.
Yeah.
Just Tommy Gunn. Obviously, we're only in the 10th game week, so not even a third of the way through. Don't have to do anything crazy at the minute. Still, you have to go 2 differential. Do you know what I mean?
The Palace lads are still very lowly owned in the top 1K. Munoz is 14% owned. I think that's more to do with his price. People going on Gabriel.
See, he's like 50%, isn't he, Gabriel? I think he's about half the top 1K are on him.
Yeah, 5.7 million now, Munoz. And even Lacroix, he's 7.7% owned in the top 1K, and he's 3.6, I think, now million. Enzo, Eze are both on 18%. Decent differentials. Caicedo, 20%. Foden, he's got 9 bonus points in like the last 4 or 5 games. He's got 3 bonus in about 3 out of the 5 games or something. He's 12% owned.
I had a big jump from him yesterday. I've got Foden. I just assumed everyone had him, but he's not in that many teams.
No. Yeah, decent differential. Cucurella could be a good player to bring in as well. 5.1% owned in top 1K.
You mentioned there Cucurella.
Mm.
It may not even be so much if you want a differential about like which specific player, but everyone's so parked on Palace defence and Arsenal defence at the moment. Like if you did want to, rather than back against an actual player, back against like a team almost, you could quite easily go, I'm going to go double Chelsea defence for Wolves.
Yeah.
And he'd only take a, like a Chalobah and James, or a Chalobah and Cucurella, or, like I said, the Villa fixtures look good. Like you could easily, not this week, but maybe that game week 12 Leeds young boys go Contra Cash instead of Lacroix Munoz or double Arsenal, and it could work for you that way without going too drastic.
Yeah. Gives you the money up front.
I nearly went block Newcastle this week. Because they already had Trippier in. I was looking at Pope and Chow.
Yeah.
Thinking, do I take on that Arsenal block? I didn't do it, luckily.
Talking of Newcastle, DT Phillip, he said, if your team values staying the same, would you just roll your transfers? I think you covered that, didn't you, with it being a single?
Yeah, definitely.
Having for wholesale changes. And then if Rose goes up in value after Everton, which doesn't look like happening unless there's a couple pen saves, replace him now or wait till after?
He's not got a great fixture coming up, has he? It depends on the midweek games. With, as Ben said, with Henderson, because if Henderson is your end goal for the next 5-6 game weeks, then or the rest of the season, however long they stay in Europe, then you might have to get him this week.
Yeah, I agree. Like I said before, with Henderson potentially going up in price, I think he's don't want to let it get away. Like I think a few weeks ago, Donnarumma was 3.7 at one point. Could have got on him, and now he's shot. He did shoot up to 4.4 at one point. He's 4.1 now. He's come back down again.
And he should be coming down again, Donnarumma. So
yeah,
I might wait a week. Hope they concede against Liverpool.
Yeah.
And then maybe bring him in the week after. Go Donnarumma and just set and forget and leave that. You don't know. If spots maybe he's during this week, just for keepers at the minute. Just keep an eye on them rises and falls, whether they happen or not. We don't know, do we? Roofs might go down 0.3 if he's expected to be getting 6 points every week.
I mean, his average points is 6.2. So if it works their average as part of the, and that could be it. Like if it works the average into the sort of algorithm of the points, like Conor Bradley, I think his average is 1.9. So like if he's scoring 1 point something a game and he's then averaging that, and then he goes and gets 4 points, they're probably going, he's on one.
He's smashed
last one. Diamond, if Gyökeres is out until after the international break, is it worth the punt on Mikel Merino?
That's one for you, isn't it, Scott?
we all do love Merino. He was a bit of a legend when he came in and was playing that false nine last season. And he's still been banging goals for Spain as well.
Yeah,
he might have had a hat-trick for Spain recently. But I don't know. 3.5. It's a nice price, but I'm not sure if he'll keep doing it, to be honest.
When's Havertz due back?
It's 23rd of November.
Is it?
Yeah.
I know it's fairly soon. That's only after international break, won't it?
Yeah.
Madueke's fairly close as well, apparently. Yeah, I probably wouldn't, but a short punt, it's not terrible. He's good in the air. I think he'll play. We'll see how he does tomorrow. Right. Leagues time. Oh, Tonic members only. In third, Nathan Wisby. In second, L Brown. And in first,
Silent Powell.
95 points this week.
Lion. And he's done it again.
He's always there. Top 3 for the Dream Team Tonic Cash League is in third, G Dully. Second, Chicken Tikka Masala and Burns. And top of the shop, Silent Powell.
And then the tag team league. Ben.
In third, Sharky and Wood. Second,
Sharky and George.
second, Oz and Coles. First, Burns and James.
Well played. Well played. And now the big announcement.
Oh, where is he? Coming for you.
Lowest score.
She put the
out
Jaws music on.
I've not got a.
In fact, actually, we'll be able to do this. Let's do this. Is it that? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, you put the Jaws music on, the bloody.
Oh yeah, we'll get banned.
Yeah, they start coming out. Here we go. Right. Leagues. Lowest score out the door. What game week was it? 9?
Yep.
You could have the Jaws music coming up now, couldn't you?
Dun,
Oh,
dun, dun.
who is it? We zoom.
Dun, 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 dun,
I
dun,
can't
dun,
see it
dun,
now.
dun. The
There you
suspense is killing me.
It's P. Carley.
It's embarrassing. It's a disgrace. That's what it is. A disgrace. It's a disgrace. It's embarrassing. That's how I feel. And that's how everybody feels in that room.
Sorry, mate. That's not the
62
setting.
points.
Where are you? Are you there? P. Carley.
You've been the weakest link.
You've been
Goodbye.
ejected. Do you know? Do you know I can't eject myself? So I'd
Why
never
don't you?
be able to do that.
You have to leave yourself in
Corruption.
there anyway to run the league.
Yep.
Right. Well, thank you, everyone. We'll have when's the deadline? Deadline Saturday. We'll put a tweet out, let you know when we might be doing the next stream. It was good to do the deadline stream on a Saturday, wasn't it, for the later? I think it's at 11 a.m. though this week. So we'll let you know on that. But yeah, if you did want to join our Discord, you can either hit the join button on YouTube or head over to patreon.com/Dream Team Tonic. Get early access to the pods as well. Anything to add, lads?
Yeah.
Thank you very much for your support. Much appreciated.
Yeah, second that, and hope everyone has a good week, and we'll get plenty of goals in Europe.
More clean sheets. That's all we want.
Yeah.
And long throws. See you later, everyone. Bye-bye.
See you later.
Cheers.
Come on, Slavia.